Egypt, the cradle of eternity and the gift of the Nile. Now, take a deep breath and let's travel to a land where history isn't just written in books, but carved into giant stones that have defied time itself. We are traveling to the northeast corner of Africa, to a country that has fascinated humanity for thousands of years, Egypt. It is a place where the golden sands of the Sahara Desert meet the life-giving waters of the longest river on earth. But Egypt is much more than a collection of ancient monuments and dusty pharaonic tombs. It is a living, breathing nation of over 100 million people, carrying a vibrant modern culture that bridges the Middle East and Africa, all while walking on ground that shaped the very dawn of human civilization. When you look at the geological and geographical features of Egypt, everything revolves around a single massive artery, the Nile River. Geographically, Egypt is almost entirely a hyper-arid desert, a vast expanse of sand and rock where life should be impossible. Yet the Nile cuts right through this harsh landscape, creating a narrow, intensely green, and fertile valley before emptying into the Mediterranean Sea. Ancient historians famously called Egypt the gift of the Nile, and that remains true today. Over 95% of the country's population lives along this thin green strip. To the east, the country rises into the rugged Red Sea hills, and across the Suez Canal, one of the world's most critical maritime choke points, lies the desert peninsula of Sinai, geographically anchoring Egypt into Asia. It is a terrain of ultimate contrasts, absolute barrenness right next to absolute fertility. Let's step inside and look at the daily life and social structure of this massive nation. Egyptian society is defined by an incredible sense of warmth, humor, and resilience. Despite economic challenges and the sheer density of crowded megacities like Cairo, people here possess a famous, sharp wit known across the Arab world as Ibn al-Balad spirit, a resourceful, street-smart, and deeply cheerful approach to life. Family is the absolute center of gravity in Egypt. Respect for elders, strong neighborhood ties, and an open-door policy for guests are fundamental parts of daily life. Walking through the streets, you will hear the loud, musical Egyptian dialect of Arabic, which is understood everywhere due to the country's massive influence on cinema and music. Life here is communal. It is found in the local awa, coffee houses, where men gather to drink tea, smoke shisha, and talk politics, and in the bustling markets where bargaining is less about the price and more about the human connection. When it comes to culture and art, Egypt has been the cultural powerhouse of the Arab world for over a century. Long before modern pop culture, this land was producing the legendary voices like Kulthum, whose epic emotional songs could stop traffic across the entire Middle East. But the heritage runs much deeper, blending ancient Egyptian pharaonic motifs with Islamic art, Coptic Christian traditions, and Greco-Roman history. You see this in the architecture of Cairo, often called the City of 1,000 Minarets, where medieval mosques stand alongside bustling ancient bazaars like Khan el-Khalili. Art here is a seamless continuity. The same geometry used to build the pyramids of Giza thousands of years ago echoes in the intricate woodwork and brass lanterns crafted by street artisans today. We also have to talk about the food, which is deeply rooted in the fertile soil of the Nile Delta and heavily relies on legumes and grains. The national dish is kosheri, a comforting, chaotic, and incredibly delicious street food mixture of rice, macaroni, lentils, and chickpeas, topped with a spicy tomato sauce and crispy fried onions. There is also ful madams, a slow-cooked fava bean mash, eaten for breakfast with fresh, pocket-like aish baladi bread, a word that literally translates to life. Egyptian cuisine isn't overly complicated with exotic spices. Instead, it relies on the simple, rich flavors of cumin, garlic, coriander, and fresh herbs, designed to satisfy and bring people together around a shared table. To wrap it all up, with the timeless majesty of the pyramids, the chaotic energy of Cairo's streets, the vital geopolitical importance of the Suez Canal, and the unmatched warmth of its people, Egypt is a land where the ancient past and a bustling present live side by side every single day. It is a country that doesn't just look back at its history with pride, but uses that eternal strength to navigate the challenges of the modern world. It is a journey to the very roots of human story, and a place that reminds us that while empires crumble, the spirit of the Nile endures forever.